Hey guys, it's Rose, your TommyCBricks here with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be expanding on a previous video I've made stating that we need an 18 plus LEGO Trains theme. So in the last video, I laid out the premise that LEGO had been making LEGO Trains consistently from 1966 to 2006, but ever since then, the trains which we have gotten from LEGO have been less frequent, less imaginative and more child focused, meaning that they've sort of left out the adult community behind. And whenever LEGO do put out LEGO Trains for the more adult audience, they tend to do extremely well, especially on the aftermarket. For example, the Emerald Knight, which was released back in 2009 for a price of £70 or $100, now fetches £600 or $800 sealed on the aftermarket, so nearly a rise of 1000%. Another example of a more adult focused LEGO train is the Maersk train, released back in 2011 for £92 or $120. So this set now demands around £350 or $500 on Bricklink and eBay. I think what I'm trying to get at here is that there is great demand for adult focused LEGO train sets such as the Emerald Knight, Maersk train and yes, the Crocodile locomotive. The Crocodile locomotive is their first proper adult focused train set in years, and it has rarely ever seen any sales, which probably goes to show how in demand that set is. Over the last 10 to 15 years, LEGO has given us an adult focused steam train, electric train, diesel train and a hybrid train, so 4 different types of trains, all of which has subsequently gone through the roof in aftermarket value, apart from the Crocodile locomotive, as that set hasn't retired yet but will do soon. So I think it's pretty safe to assume at this point, regardless of what type of train LEGO make, as long as it's well detailed and adult focused unlike the city trains, it's going to be well received. So I think LEGO should bite the bullet and give us LEGO fans an 18 plus LEGO Trains theme where we would see a couple of trains a year being released for us to build up our LEGO train collection. The reason why I wouldn't think this would be a good idea to be mixed in with the already existing 18 plus or Creator Expert theme is because I think the train side of things would take it over, as it's not only individual adult focused train sets I would want LEGO to make, I would want LEGO to do what they did up until 2006 and give us individual rolling stock sets to go along with our trains. These would ideally be $20 to $30 sets, and it would give us the freedom of making our trains as long as we want. We can technically do this with current LEGO trains, but it is far from ideal. Currently, the only option we have to say have our LEGO Hogwarts Express have free coaches is to buy 3 sets to get free coaches, then try to sell the extra 2 train stations and the extra 2 locomotives on sites like eBay and Bricklink, which is a really unfortunate situation because the standard Hornby version gives us 3 carriages, and to be honest, the Hogwarts Express doesn't look right with just 1 passenger car. This is why they should sell the locomotives separate in larger scale, just like the one made by my friend TommyCBricks, and then sell the coaches separately too, so we can choose ourselves how long we would want our trains to be based off of our budget. Obviously for trains that carry passengers, I can see these coaches being $50 to $100 each, but for the cargo trains I think LEGO could definitely cater to the $20 to $30 range. Other things I would want LEGO to incorporate into this 18 plus LEGO Trains theme is to give us $5 polybags similarly to the LEGO Extras polybags they already do, but instead of giving us plants and fences, I'd want them to give us signs, turn signals, buffers and train station accessories. Like, how cool would this be? As well as this, LEGO would ideally need to provide us with new moulds for train wheels, these being bigger steam train wheels, as it is currently impossible to even make an accurate steam train as the wheels that LEGO currently provide just aren't big enough. And it's not only suitable train wheels that are lacking for LEGO steam trains, it's also the fact that we don't get proper piston rods and coupling rods either, which is a real shame. And the problems don't end at just steam trains, we also need better wheels for stuff like trams, and in addition to this, we need new moulds for tracks, as the current selection of LEGO track is very limited. It would be really awesome to have different gradients of turns, such as full turns, half turns and gradual turns, and also to have new track pieces for things such as monorail, which would be really cool to incorporate into our LEGO cities. Now, something I think would be essential for a new 18 plus LEGO Trains theme would be to change the way how LEGO actually powers up its trains, moving from powered rail and the old infrared technology to Bluetooth. This is what companies like Hornby already use to work their trains with their Bluetooth controllers. It would allow 2 trains on the same track to go at different speeds, which is really important for realism. LEGO could easily do this by launching an app on the Google Play Store or the Apple Store which people could use to act as a virtual controller. It's also a cheaper and more environmentally friendly way to run a toy train as well. So as you can tell, this would certainly have to be its own theme, as I think this risks overrunning the Creator Expert theme if it was introduced there. I would absolutely love for LEGO one day to introduce these things where we would get beautifully detailed trains such as the Flying Scotsman and the Mallard, as well as more modern day trains such as the Eurostar, the Japanese Bullet Train, underground trains such as the New York Subway and the London Underground, and even some more diesel trains. Hey, we could even see the return of the fan favourite Santa Fe. How awesome would that be? When LEGO initially released the Santa Fe, they were doing trains properly. The locomotive, middle cars and the end car was all sold separately in individual sets, so we could have the train as long as we want. It was amazing, and I definitely feel that LEGO has gone backwards regarding LEGO trains since then. Like, hey, remember when LEGO gave us the standalone sets of train stations, level crossings and even train sheds and workshops? What happened since then? It's a shame LEGO has shifted their focus away from these sort of LEGO train sets, and I would love for them to bring them back. If you agree with me, then let me know down in the comment section below, and if you like this video then make sure to subscribe, as it really does help up my channel. I've been Rosie, your TommyCBricks. See you next time.